Okay, boys and girls, today we are going to do an experiment called float or sink. Float, the items will all stay on top of the water. Sink, the items will go right to the bottom because they are too heavy to float. Okay, what I have here is a jug of water, a cloth, and a few items that I think will either float or sink. Got an orange, an apple, a feather, a piece of string, a spoon, a toothpick, a paper clip, a triangle plastic, an eraser, and a 5 rand. And then I've got a bowl as well. So you can try this at home if you would like with mommy or daddy. The cloth is here for in case I mess a bit of water so I can clean it up. So I'm going to pour my water into my bowl. Okay. And then I'm going to start with the items over here. So I'm going to start with the orange. This is quite heavy, so let's see whether it's going to float or sink. And it is floating. See? So I'm going to put it underneath the float card. Next I will do the spoon. Is the spoon floating? No, it is not. It is right at the bottom because it sank. So it will go underneath the sink card. Okay, let's try the toothpick. The toothpick is floating. So it will go underneath the float card. Let's try the paper clip. Paper clip is right at the bottom. So it didn't float, it sunk. So it goes underneath the sink card. The apple, let's see whether the apple is going to float or sink. The apple is floating. Let's try the eraser. It went right to the bottom. So it goes under the sink card. A feather. The feather is floating. So it goes underneath the float card. Let's try the plastic triangle. The plastic triangle is floating. The piece of string. The piece of string is floating on top of the water. So it goes underneath the float card. Our last item is the 5 rand. Let's see whether it is going to float or sink. Did you hear? It went right to the bottom. So this 5 rand is going to go underneath the sink card. And there you have it, boys. Items that float and items that sink. I hope you enjoyed the video.